have to get ready for work in like an hour, but I want to bring sweet treat to work. So I'm going to make like my favorite cake in the whole world and bring it in. And it's really easy. This is from the Dysfunctional Family Cookbook. It was like my favorite cake when I was a kid. It's called Hot Melt Cake. Or actually, the proper title is Canadian Hot Melt Cake. Before my mom gave us all this cookbook as adults, I would look for the recipe for this cake all the time, but I could never find it. So if you have also made this cake, let me know. First thing, I'm going to heat my oven to 350, but like I would guarantee that like you have not made this cake. We have our glass square dish. We're gonna butter the pan. This isn't gonna make like a huge dessert. This is gonna be like a first come first serve thing. Half a cup of milk and a tablespoon of butter. And there's that. And then you're going to take this and put it in your preheating oven. See, the thing about this cookbook is there's just like ingredients listed. It's kind of like the technical in Great British Bake Off, where you kind of just have to figure out the order you're putting things in. But we're gonna do 2 eggs, a cup of sugar, and a tablespoon of melted butter. And I'm gonna melt that. I grew up with a lot of siblings, so anything my mom made, it was like a fight to the death. 1 cup of sugar. This cake is smaller, so you never got more than 1 piece, and the piece was like this big. Really sad. 2 eggs in there. Melted butter. I didn't actually go to the food bank this week because my cupboards are pretty well stocked right now, and they're also closed for the next 2 weeks on the day that I go. So I'm gonna go next Wednesday, since I'm not gonna be able to go for 2 weeks after that. They're not closed every day, just the day that I'm able to go. So they're still available to people that need it. All right, so into this, I'm going to add 1 cup of flour, half a teaspoon salt, 1 teaspoon baking soda, or I mean baking powder, 1 teaspoon baking powder, and half a teaspoon vanilla. Half a teaspoon, come on. I did lose the lid to this, but it's almost empty, so it's fine. But it's gonna be the consistency of almost like a biscuit dough. This isn't like a pourable cake batter. Like, see? So it's gonna be thick. So get everything well combined. It's a pretty rustic recipe, so it's kind of hard to fuck it up. Okay, so we have our dough finished. Here's our pan. It's hot, so you want to use a pot holder. The milk is steaming, so the milk is warm. And you're just gonna take your dough and plop it on top. You don't need to like spread it around an even layer. You're just gonna like plop it on top. I kind of put it all around so it does spread out a little bit, but it'll spread on its own. And that's what she looks like. You guys are gonna be like, okay, and then while that bakes, we're gonna make a caramel sauce. So into a small pan, I'm going to put 6 tablespoons brown sugar, 4 tablespoons of milk, Canadian hot milk cake, shout out to Canada, 6 tablespoons of butter, which is what's left of our stick. So this whole recipe takes 1 stick of butter. And then we're gonna melt this on the stove until it gets bubbly and caramely. If you like butterscotch or salted caramel or anything like that, you're gonna freaking love this cake, and you should make this cake. And our caramel sauce is pretty good, so I'm gonna take it off the heat and let it chill while the cake finishes baking. All right, and there you can see, she's beautiful. And then we just pour the caramel sauce over the hot cake. This cake is so ugly, but it's... I honestly should have spread the batter out a little bit more. I'm gonna spread it all over our cake. And that's what she looks like. But you guys just trust me. Trust me on this. I'll make it prettier next time. I'll do it again. It's so good though. I'm gonna let this cool down, get ready for work, and when I come back, we're gonna try a piece. All right, I'm back. Let's cut this up and take a bite. This is literally the best cake in the entire world. It's so good. I have to stop. Make this. Make this and tell me what you think.